Ben Stein's new movie, I've already got 3 problems with it. Oh, and I don't want to hear, you bring that in your movie before you see it. You do that every freaking day. So I don't even want to hear it. But I've got 3 problems with it straight off the bat. Number 1, Fox News supports it. Now, you may say that's a little unfair. No, it's not. Everything that Fox News supports ends up being really bad. The best example of this? They like Bush. Do I even need to continue? Do I even need to continue to try and make that point? Now, this is how far I hate Fox News. If I were to show up on Fox News because of something that I did, and they're like, "This guy is amazing. Look at this. Look at what this person did. Oh my God, James is so amazing." I would find myself a nice, dark, damp corner and just rock back and forth and be like, "Oh my God, what did I do? Oh my God, I did something so bad. Fox News likes me. I did something terrible." But if Fox News is like, "Oh my God, this James guy, he did something completely and utterly, God, he needs to be kicked out of this country," I'd be like, "I did something so awesome. This is amazing. Yes." I would be fired up and excited about life. Because if Fox News hates me, I know I'm doing something right. Problem number 2, Ben Stein is in no way qualified to make any arguments against evolution. Now, please don't misinterpret that. I don't think you have to be some sort of fancy-smancy scientist who has a laundry list of degrees and has been teaching at a major university for some odd years to make any intelligent argument for evolution. I don't believe that. I think that any average Joe citizen might be able to stumble upon some sort of evidence, maybe have some sort of thought process that no scientist has thought about applying to the evidence that they have for evolution. So I don't think... So Ben Stein not being a scientist is not what I'm talking about. I don't believe Ben Stein has ever seen the cover of Charles Darwin's book. Please don't misinterpret that as a joke. I am dead serious. I do not believe he's ever seen the cover of the book. Now, of course, if he's never even seen the cover of the book, he's never read the book. But here's my proof that he's never seen the cover of the book. Ben Stein bashes evolution for not explaining the origin of life, right? That's what he says. I mean, you can search it on YouTube, on whatever, and find where he's bashing evolution for not explaining the origin of life. Now, this is my evidence. Evolution is not meant to explain the origin of life. It's meant to explain the origin of species, like it says on the cover of the book. Now, if you were to have seen the cover of this book, you would understand that evolution is not about explaining the origin of life. It's meant to explain the origin of species. He's bashing evolution because it doesn't do something that is not meant to do. Now let's apply this logic somewhere else in life, okay? Say you get a DVD, and you want to watch a DVD on your way to work. So you put that DVD into your car radio, and then your movie doesn't pop up. It doesn't work. And then you get upset at your radio for like, "Man, why aren't you playing my movie?" That makes as much sense as Ben Stein bashing evolution for not explaining the origin of life. Your car radio isn't meant to have you put DVDs in there, and it's not meant to play DVDs at all. So that makes as much sense as Ben Stein's claim. I mean, it doesn't explain the origin of life. It explains the origin of species. He's never seen the cover of the book. That means that he's never read the book, meaning that he cannot make any arguments for or against evolution. Problem number 3. This is going to cause so much damage to the scientific community. It's bad. It's completely and utterly bad. Not because of, if you were just to make a movie saying this is the creationist side of the argument, then that's fine. That's not threatening at all. Scientists can tear that apart and whatever, and then just leave it at that. But what he's advocating is every theory or every hypothesis, every idea deserves to be on the scientific table at all times. And that's not how the scientific community works. And I'm glad it doesn't work like that. ideas and hypotheses get thrown on the table, that gets passed around the scientific community, and then at the end, it either gets torn apart and thrown in the trash, or it becomes a theory or a law, or it gets put in the back burner saying, this is something that we need to look further into. That's how the scientific community works. So what Ben Stein is advocating is that everything, every idea, every hypothesis needs to be on the table at all times. This is the everybody wins mentality. This is the soccer mom, elementary school, oh, I forgot to keep score. Everybody wins. That's the mentality that Ben Stein is promoting. And that's bad. That is so bad. That is disgusting. Let's imagine a world where it's like that. This goes much deeper than having the creationist theory and then the theory of evolution being taught at the same time. This goes into just everybody feeling like, oh, my idea was thrown away. Let's put that back on the table for discussion. You're discriminating against me. The idea that you threw in the trash 50 years ago deserves to be put back on the table. I mean, imagine a world where you have to take chemistry and alchemy. I can't say that right. Alchemy. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, imagine a world where every hypothesis, every idea has to be on the table at all the time, and we have to teach every single one of those in our schools. That would be ridiculous. This everybody wins mentality is so retarded, it needs to be thrown away. And that's what he's advocating, and that's the damage that it's going to do to the scientific community. So if you were just to make a movie, here's the creation side of the argument, fine. But he's not doing that. He's going to cause so much damage to the scientific community because people aren't going to be smart enough to think through, like, well, wait, that's not how the scientific community works. This is how it works. No, they're going to be stupid and just be like, they're being discriminated against. Scientific community, the people were actually starting to listen to scientists. I mean, we were starting to see us on the track of people listening to scientists, and then this movie is going to push scientists back in a hole that they never deserve to be in. Now I'm going to see this movie, but I have a feeling that I'm going to have to offset paying money to see this by donating money to somewhere else. And I suggest that everybody else do the same, if this movie is actually what it appears to be. Peace.